Here is NSA Director Admiral Michael S. Rogers, and I don't know if I believe what this guy says too much, but I have a feeling they're sitting on information about Trump and Russia that we're not aware of. And so usually what happens is these things come out sideways. Here he is at the Wall Street Journal CEO Council yesterday.
You told NPR in August these emails were clearly leaked for a reason, and they were leaked, I believe, to achieve an effect. What can you tell us? Obviously, there's ongoing investigations, but what can you tell us about WikiLeaks from what you know?
There shouldn't be any doubt in anybody's mind. This was not something that was done casually. This was not something that was done by chance. This was not a target that was selected purely arbitrarily. This was a conscious effort by a nation state to attempt to achieve a specific effect.
Now, it's interesting. He's not even talking about WikiLeaks. She is. He's not talking about WikiLeaks. Because in many respects, WikiLeaks was just a conduit. Right? Now, the weirdest part about WikiLeaks is like whoever's working their Twitter or whatnot. And Julian Assange came out and said, like, there are things being attributed to me that are not, that I didn't say or do or whatnot. And I think he was talking about like people associated with his organization. But this guy is not talking about WikiLeaks. She asked a question about WikiLeaks, and then he talks about a nation state. And somebody got those emails. WikiLeaks is not in the business of hacking. They're just in the business of distribution. So it's interesting. It's interesting insofar as, and look, I'm not in the habit of you know, believing what the NSA has to say at any given time. I'm not starting now, per se. But clearly, they believe that Russia was behind it. Or they believe it's in their interest, despite the fact of who's president now, that it's in their interest to say it. I suspect they have more information about it. And I suspect it may come out at one point. And that may be a function of how people are getting along with Trump. I'd be surprised if there are not some Republican senators right now who don't have at least an inkling as to what that stuff's about.
Well, Lindsey Graham called for a Senate investigation of it.
We're all gonna die.
He may be right this time.
Yeah, no, I called it.
Hey, it's Sam Seder. Why don't you subscribe to this channel? You can do so right over here. Over. Subscribe.